The need for helicopters in the Middle East and African markets is growing in importance and in hard numbers. Latest forecasts from now to 2030 indicate just under 5% annual growth for the period, and that's music to the ears of Arizona US-based helicopter manufacturer MD Helicopters. We're joined on the line now from Mesa, Arizona by Jason Lindauer, the VP of Sales and Marketing for MD Helicopters. Jason, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Jason, MD has got a fine heritage of more than 70 years in the helicopter business, where it's been known as Hughes helicopters, McDonnell Douglas helicopters, before it transformed to its current name. But post-pandemic, things looked a bit gloomy. But now you've got new owners, new leadership. It's looking pretty promising. The company says you're earning trust daily. Just tell me, what does that mean and what's happening there?
It means setting small targets, celebrating the wins, and replacing our focus with those of the customers, with obviously the company in mind. Really working on a day-to-day basis to establish the trust that we've had challenges with in the past.
So the business has got those new owners, new leadership team. So what do you actually got? Is it number crunchers or are they real aerospace and defense folk?
It's all aerospace and defense folks, and we've actually got a really good team. We challenge each other, we hold each other accountable, we listen not only to the customers, but we've changed a couple things internally here that really ensure that we're listening to the folks that are building the aircraft, the folks that are rebuilding processes, and really focusing on what it takes to change the direction of the company for the better moving forward in the future.
Well, change, of course, is one of the hardest things to do, isn't it? So have you got your buy-in from all of your people?
Yeah, we really do. And going back to listening to those folks that are building the aircraft, those that have been here for a while, see what works, what doesn't work. And it's important to ask the questions. Not always I'm not always the smartest guy in the room, nor is the other folks in leadership. And it's good to kind of be humble, take a step back, and ensure that those that have been here for a while, they can tell you what works, what doesn't work.
Yeah, of course, the important thing is the product, though, isn't it? I said at the start about heritage, and you've had some great, well-proven models over the years and boosted by the production line with both military, civil aircraft, as well as law enforcement. But tell us now a bit about the current product range.
Range right now, we're concentrating on our single engine aircraft, the MD-500, the 530F, and the Hughes Warrior. We're focusing on the things that we do good. The twin engine hasn't been in production for several years. Our 600, our NOTAR products haven't been in production for several years, and the 520 as well. But that doesn't change the fact that we want to ensure that, and going back to those commitments that we have, ensuring that the customers that own those aircraft, we're still here to support them. So we're still making the investments on inventory, trying to focus on the parts that have been challenging previously, and really ensuring that those folks that operate those aircraft in the field, that they're not forgotten. So we have to ensure that although they're not on the production line, we're not pumping new aircraft out, the 902s, or that it doesn't change the fact that we still want them flying.
Well, Africa and the Middle East, I know, feature heavily in your plans. I mean, Nigeria has ordered a dozen of the Hughes Warrior Plus, the Scout Attack helicopter, and you've just had another order from the Middle East only last month. So I guess the region is something you're looking at hard, isn't it?
Yeah, so we've grown the business development team from 3 people going on to 13 now. We're growing our representation footprint around the world. It takes people to get in front of the customer. That's not something that we've previously done very well. It takes relationships. It takes time to build those relationships. So what we need to do is ensure that both on the customer service side, the business development side, and all aspects, field services, that we have the right people in place and the right amount of quantity of people to ensure face time, to ensure interaction, to ensure that we're meeting the needs of the customers. And a big point of that is Middle East and Africa. We do have the perfect platform for border patrol, for scout and light attack, and law enforcement, and at a very economic price point.
Well, the price point is important indeed. And I know you'll be telling that story at this week's Aviation Africa Summit in Abuja.
Absolutely. There's a lot of opportunity there, and not only the economics of the aircraft and having a perfect platform, but we also focus highly on safety, reliability, sustainment, support. And all of these things make the single engine 530 Cayuse Warrior, that platform, kind of the perfect platform for the region.
Fantastic, Jason. Thank you very much for joining us. And we will see you in Abuja.
Thank you for having me. Have a great day.